For nearly 2 years, President Trump has been calling the Russia investigation a witch hunt. Did you know that? Yeah, according to a new poll, half of America finally agrees with him. A USA Today Suffolk University survey shows 50% think the Mueller probe is indeed a witch hunt. Just under 47% disagree. The president reacting to the poll earlier today, tweeting, "Wow, a Suffolk USA Today poll just out states 50% of Americans agree that Robert Mueller's investigation is a witch hunt. Very few think it is legit. We will soon find out." Meantime, the president's lawyers have told the House Judiciary Committee they will not voluntarily turn over material for their wide-ranging investigation, which goes beyond his Russia ties. The deadline was today. So when is the so-called witch hunt coming to an end? Joining me now, former Trump campaign manager and Great America PAC senior strategist, Corey Lewandowski. Welcome back, Corey.
Thank you.
So the public also doesn't want the House to consider impeachment by 61.7%, which is not unsurprising given what impeachment would do to the country. And I think Nancy Pelosi made a very good case of stating that. Does the fact that over 50% also agree that this is a witch hunt surprise you, given the pushback the president's had from the media on this?
Well, it doesn't surprise me because I was there from the very beginning, and I have said this many times on television. We know there was no collusion, no cooperation, no coordination with us and any entity from the outside who want to influence the outcome of the election. But what we have seen is 2+ years now of an investigation, $45 million, to come up with what we knew already. The only campaign that colluded with the Russians was the Clinton campaign, who gave $5 million to a former British spy to go create the false dossier. Where's the accountability for them?
I don't know. We don't have any right now. Crazy stuff, though, from James Baker, Lisa Page, and Peter Strzok, all basically saying the same thing, that Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation were shielded by the Department of Justice from the FBI really prying into some of those emails. And it just makes you wonder, because I don't think we're going to have another special counsel. I don't think there's going to be another investigation. But can you imagine if the FBI had had proper oversight and a real role in delving into the emails that they found that were, illegally hidden from them?
Kennedy, these people use their badges and their positions of influence to spy on Americans because they didn't like our politics, and they gave a pass to the Clinton campaign because they did like their politics. Look, there should be criminal referrals for Jim Baker and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page and Andy McCabe and Jim Comey and a bunch of these people who abuse their power.
Andy McCabe has a criminal referral. Andy McCabe has been
referred to the U.S.
He's the only one.
He's the only one, and you're right. He's the only one, but the Department of Justice hasn't acted on it yet, and all of these other actors who use their positions of influence at the FBI to spy on Americans when they knew it was illegal and they shouldn't have because they lied to the FISA court should get criminal referrals, and they should be held accountable.
The only actor who's doing good work for this country is Gary Sinise. And I think
that's true.
I think that we should all acknowledge that. It's interesting because so many
people... And James Woods. We love James Woods, too.
James Woods and I had a run-in back in the 90s. And although he was lovely, he wanted me to wear a Catholic schoolgirl's uniform to a Rangers game. And I love the Rangers, but the rest of it needs to stay in the past. But thank you for bringing up some painful memories. Let's talk a little bit about the legal fees and the amount it costs people who are constantly subpoenaed by special counsel and by Congress, for those who have to go testify before the grand jury, who are never charged. And Michael Caputo, one of the former attorneys, said that if Congress forces him to go testify, he's going to take the fifth, because every time he goes to one of these things, it costs him $30,000 in legal fees.
Well, look, I wish I had Michael Caputo's attorneys if it was only $30,000. I've been very clear.
How much have you spent on legal fees?
Well, look, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on legal fees. I've testified in front of the House for 12 hours and in front of the Senate for another 8 hours, and it's hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I did nothing wrong. And all of my emails were turned over from the campaign. All of my messages were turned over. They knew we did nothing wrong. But this has been an investigation into this president to try and say that something happened other than the fact that the American people voted for him to be the next president, and Hillary Clinton ran a terrible campaign.
What would you have done with those hundreds of thousands of dollars? Would you have bought a Himalayan Birkin bag?
Well, I would probably take my 4 kids and put them through college with that kind of money, to tell you the truth. Because
after the whole scam, the USC scam, college is a waste of time.
Look, I should have paid and could have got all my 4 kids in for $200,000 probably, right? If I just knew the right person.
You know what? You should be indicted for not keeping Roger Stone and Paul Manafort off the campaign.
Hey, I tried like hell. You know that. They may share a cell together before it's all over.
It's so hot. The things you learn on the show. Corey Lewandowski, thank you very much.
Thank you.